Hello, good day. You are welcome to Analyzing Contemporary Issues with Ashigabo. Over the weekend, there was a coordinated attack by non-state actors, which comprises of Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal Muslimin, also known as JNIM, which is an Al-Qaeda-led affiliate in West Africa, and also the Azawad Liberation Front, FLA, which is a Tariq-led group seeking separation from the northern part of Mali, with troops numbering between 10 to 12,000 men in about 6 regions of Mali, namely Bamako, which is the capital, Kati, which is the region where the defense minister of Mali was killed, Kida, which is in the northern part of Mali, and now under the control of non-state actors, Gao, Sevare, and Mopti. And this has led to the death of thousands of people from both sides, that is, from the military and non-state actors, including the defense minister of Mali, General Sadio Kamara, his second wife, and two of his grandchildren. Below is a short clip of the government of Mali claiming to have taken control of most of the regions that were attacked. Watch, please.
Military base. Insurgents launched coordinated attacks on Saturday targeting several of the West African country's cities. The Malian army has said the situation is under control and urged citizens to remain calm. Clean-up operations were underway, it said, adding that several attackers had been neutralized. Nevertheless, the attacks, described by the UN as simultaneous and complex, represent one of the biggest operations yet against the military government. Mali has been battling the West African affiliates of Al-Qaeda and Islamic State for years. It's also grappling with a much longer history of Tuareg-led rebellion in the north. This footage shows armed men from an unidentified group in Kidal in northeastern Mali.
The whole essence of this video is for us to analyze what actually happened over the weekend. Look at the security situation of Nigeria. Check if there are similarities and what we can learn from it. What actually happened over the weekend is something that the Malian government have been battling with for over a decade now. And they've been able to restrict it to the northern part before this simultaneous attack in about 6 regions over the weekend. And when one look at the security situation of Nigeria, the issue of Boko Haram has been confined to a single state, which is Borno State, with the country having other security challenges, such as kidnapping, banditry, unknown gunmen, farmer herders clash. And of recent, there was an attack in Gumbi local government in Adamawa State, which has resulted in the death of over 29 persons. And ever since, ISWA has claimed responsibility for that, indicating that if we don't get on top of the situation, if we don't put an end to the issue of terrorism in Nigeria, there probably might come a day when there will be coordinated attack in multiple states in Nigeria and the country might be overwhelmed. What I'm trying to say is that we should learn from Mali and try to put an end to the issue of terrorism in Nigeria. 2, there was a swift response by the military, which actually helped the government to get on top of the situation and restore calm in most of the regions that were affected. And when one look at the security situation of Nigeria, we've had cases whereby our military personnel who are at the front line or vulnerable communities came under attack by these terrorists, and they actually requested for reinforcement, with the reinforcement failing to arrive on time, that when they eventually got there, these terrorists, they've killed and destroyed those communities. And this helped to send a bad signal to our military personnel who are at the front line, that one, if they come under attack, they are on their own. And also to those communities, that you staying in those communities, you are on your own. Nobody will come there to save you. Also, this also emboldened these terrorists that if they should attack any community, that nobody will come to the rescue of these personnel that are stationed in those communities or come to the aid of those communities. 3, civilian support for the military. After most of these regions came under attack and the military started their counter-offensive, you could see the civilian gingering the military, which helps to send a positive signal to the military personnel that these people do care about them and also love the nation. But when you come to Nigeria, you find a completely different scenario. That whenever there is an attack in the north, you find people from the south and probably from the middle belt saying it's an Islamic problem, it's a northern problem. If there is an attack in the south, those in the north will say it's a southern problem, forgetting that terrorists don't know religion or tribe, and their activities do affect both religion and tribe. And it's only when we are united that we can conquer and put an end to the issue of terrorism in Nigeria. 4, civilians participating in the fight or the pushback of the terrorists. There are a lot of videos I actually watched online of the civilian chasing these terrorists and also making arrests, regardless of the tribe or the religion of the terrorists. But when you come to Nigeria, that's where the issue of tribe will come into place. And the terrorist is my brother, I can't arrest him. He's an Hausa man, he's a Muslim, I can't arrest him. Or if he's from the south, he's a Christian, he's Igbo, he's Yoruba, I can't arrest him, he's my brother. But in the case of Mali, the people actually came out knowing fully well that the fight is fight for the survival of their nation. They came out in mass and also joined the military in the fight against the terrorists. Finally, the political will to put an end to the issue of terrorism in Mali, as most of the terrorists that actually took part in the attack were killed, and the few who were arrested are sure they are going to face the law regardless of their religion. Unlike in Nigeria, when you find government creating initiative that sets these terrorists who have committed treason free after a few years in prison, and we have prisoners or Nigerians who actually committed petty crime languishing in prison. Some of them stole empty crates of mineral, some of them 5,000, others 10,000. And you find these people in prison. Why these terrorists that actually burned down a whole community, that have killed our soldiers, you find government releasing them after a few months of rehabilitation back into the society. All I'm trying to say is for us to make Nigeria a better place and a safe country for us to raise our children. The government must change their approach on how they tackle this issue of insecurity in Nigeria. And also the people must come together, for there is no formidable force that a united people cannot overcome. And united we stand, and divided we fall. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment if I'm learning and I would like to learn from you. Thank you.